back on our annual summer chamois trip, and we've just landed. And hard case encounter. I was busy buddy pissing around, setting the tent up, getting the poles all around the wrong way, and Stephen had to shoot back down the creek to grab the chili bin, and he's walking back up buddy 30 metres from me and whistling at me, and there was 2 bucks just standing on the other side of the creek 30 metres away. Couldn't believe it, and none of us had anything ready. I managed to pick Stephen's rifle up and have a look at one, and one was definitely 9+, good solid bases, but yeah, hard case encounter already. None of us, we didn't have anything ready, so bloody cool though. That's what I love about the West Coast. So the trip this year is only going to be a short one. We've only got 3 days, 2 nights in here, so we've got to sort of make the most of it. We've just set up our camp back there, bit of a base camp, and we've just grabbed a bit of overnight gear and the fly, and we're just going to head upstream and fly camp for a bit. That way we can sort of be in prime country on last light. But yeah, no, we'll just meander up the creek. It'll be a long day. You'll be glad I'm wearing my hat too to stop all that glare we had just before, so pretty good. Get into it. Stephen just lined up on a chamois, just up there on that slip. We're just waiting for it to move so we can see what its horns are, see if it's worth taking. That was a cool another wee encounter. That was just a wee yearling. It looked like a yearling buck though. It had heavy horns, but you know, real short. Only probably about the height of his ears, but he's not worried. He just stood up, watched us for a wee bit, and then he just lay back down in the same spot, and he's still sitting there now. So just watching us. It was really cool that they're not too spooked. We've just been going a couple of hours up the main creek now. Been some interesting crossings. The river's it's a bit higher than normal, so you know, it's making for a bit of fun. But what we're going to do now, there's a wee side creek just up here. We're going to shoot up. Hopefully we can find somewhere flat enough to set up a bivvy for the night. Get in some country up there and have a bit of a glass and see what we can see. It's sort of prime country right through here, so hopefully we bump into something at some point. So we just stopped for a bit of a breather up the side creek, having a bit of a feed, and I noticed Stephen opened his pack, and what you can see right there, yes, that's a pillow. Big tough man hunter Stephen packs a bloody pillow. I was wondering why his pack looked so full but weighed nothing, and he opens it up and there's a bloody pillow in there. Yeah, no, I'm starting to wonder. So we just climbed right up that creek, had the wind up our arse all the way up, so we didn't expect to see anything in front of us, but we've actually just spotted a nice representative buck for Stephen. 250 metres away, and we're going to line up for the shot. So he's just happily grazing there. We'll just wait for him to stand broadside and Stephen can squeeze off. But I'll put the old iPhone on the spotting scope now and see if we can catch it on camera. Just going to wait for him to go a bit more broadside, like that. No, yeah, when you're ready. No, just wait. Yeah, when you're ready. Just good now. Oh, fuck yeah! Yeah, bro, I think you hit him right in the bread basket. So you would have just seen just then, Stephen pulled off a cracking shot. It's gone, looks like it's gone through the lungs, and the chamois sort of stood for a bit and then just stumbled off into the scrub out to the right. So got a nice chamois down for Stephen. Stoked, yeah.
Perhaps.
We'll give it 5 minutes and have a bit of a breather, and then we'll head over there and have a look. Good shit. Just had a bit of a hairy climb. Stephen's still a long way below me. We've just come up this stuff here. His buck's sort of over on a slip over there. We're just trying to work out how to get to it. But yeah, she's pretty hairy country. I don't know, it's a bit hard to tell, but we're bloody quite steep here. Awesome chamois country though. Look at all that up in there. That's real cool. But yeah, I'm just going to hang about here for Stephen to catch up, and then we'll hopefully head over and try and find his buck. Shit, well, we've had an absolute mission getting up here. Climbed up the bloody dodgy slip from hell, and then found Stephen's buck just in the bush, just off the edge of the slip.
What a mission.
Look at him though, look at the size of those hooks. We've been actually quite fooled by the size of the body. Really tiny wee buck, but he goes 9 1/4, so man, that's pretty cool for your first chamois, eh?
3 years in the waiting, eh? We've been trying to plan this trip.
Hard out.
7 kids later, between us, we
Yeah.
finally got one.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man.
Oh, ecstatic, that's awesome.
He's definitely going to go on the wall, eh?
Yeah.
He's going back to the Waikato.
Nice, awesome summer coat, eh?
Yeah, bro. He's a doozy, man. Well done. Yes. So what do we got here, Stephen?
Well, she's my first chamois buck. It's been a long time coming. Been trying to get down there for a while, and we spotted him from across the way. We're looking for a place to set up camp and have a kit till the sun died down, and this fellow was all on his own, and we put the spotter on him and decided there's a definite taker candidate for my first buck, and yeah, managed to snot him over. He cracks in just over 9 inches, so absolutely wrapped. He's definitely going on the wall at home.
Man, they'll whip that head skin off and get back and set up a camp, eh?
Yeah, mate, sounds good.
So if you can get a sort of an idea, the chamois was shot pretty much where we were standing there, and he was, whoa, sorry, we were over there. Yeah, we were on that face right there. 250 over to here, and yeah, nice one, clean kill. Awesome. Yeah, man, head skin off, a couple of steaks in the pack, and we got to work out how we're going to get out of here. We're still not sure, because we know we can't go down the way we came up, so we might have to find an alternative route, which we're not sure about, but we'll have a go. So we're heading back to camp. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so still got a few hours daylight, so pretty safe. So we found ourselves a decent flat spot. We're going to put the bivvy up here, but probably actually just going to have a kip for a couple of hours, let some time pass, and then do a bit of glassing this afternoon. But yeah, no, pretty good spot. We're right in the guts of it, so had some Kias cruise over, so hopefully they don't come down and pick our shit to bits while we're having a snooze. But yeah, we'll have a look a bit later on. So we got camp set up, cooking a feed. It's about 6 o'clock now, so we're going to have a bit of a feed. It's just a few spits of rain coming down now too, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, we'll have a bit of feed and have a bit of a glass, and then call it a night, I think. See what tomorrow brings. Just got a forecast through on the inReach. Looks like we might be in for a bit of rain tomorrow, with Tuesday being a cracker, so maybe just a miserable plod back to base camp in the rain tomorrow, but we'll just see what the morning brings. Well, it's first thing in the morning. Bit of a rough night's sleep, a bit rocky under the ground there, but it's alright. We've got a bit of sleep anyway. We just got up and we've been spotting a few chamois around us, not as many as I thought, but in saying that, our wind was going all over the show last night and spent most of the afternoon going up into the country wanting to hunt today, so it's a bit of a shame. But we just we've seen the odd one here and there. We've got a doe and a young one way up in the tops up there, and then we've just spotted what looks like, it was quite hard to tell, either a really good doe or quite a reasonable buck on this face over this side here. He's just walked around out of sight, so we didn't really get enough time to make a judgment call on him. So we're just going to sort of sit about and do a bit more glassing, and then we might split up and go for a walk. Stephen might go up behind us here, and I might go back up similar area, that creek where Stephen shot his buck yesterday. So we'll just see what comes of it. Forecast is for showers today. Doesn't look threatening yet. So we'll yeah, just play it by ear. We just picked up this animal over the other side. May well be a doe by the looks of those, how thin the horns are. Plenty of length though, eh? Just lacking the hooks, you know, they don't come right back down.
Yeah.
Long though.
6 units on left for it.
Found another doe and young one way up high in the bluffs. Looks like she's got a bit of horn rot. Quite refreshing. We've seen a lot of does and with wee ones at foot. It's good to see. Yeah, so the main aim for this trip was to obviously get Stephen, the North Islander, a representative buck. We've ticked that box. So then goal for me was either to better my best buck, which is just over 10 inches, so it's going to be hard going. It's either that or find a buck that's not going anywhere, possibly with horn rod or something, and get his head skin so I can get my my bigger buck mounted in a summer skin. Got one mounted in a winter skin, so it'd be quite neat to get one in a summer skin. So if I can find something with a decent skin on it that's yeah, possibly with horn rod or something, then yeah, we might look to take that home. So we'll just have to keep looking, but the pressure's off now. We got Stephen with a buck on the ground yesterday, and yeah, so it's pretty good actually. Just found these three way up in the tops. It's actually pretty amazing what they live in. It's hard to tell off that footage through the spotter, but that's on a pinnacle right on the very, very main ridge, and it like bluffs out all around it. But if I take the spotter off, take the phone off the spotter, just hang on for a sec. They are on right up, oh my finger's focusing now, that pinnacle there, that one there right up on the top, and that's just rugged country. Cool animals though, really cool. Alright, so I've just left Stephen now. We're going to split up, meet up again at 2 o'clock at Savo. He's going to sort of climb up into the tops behind camp, and I'm going to go have a look up another creek over here. So phone's actually running pretty low on battery, so what I might do is I might turn you guys off for a wee bit until I can get onto some animals or get something worth filming. But so we'll catch up soon. So just as I finished talking to you just before about turning my phone off, spotted this wee fella laying down below me. It's quite interesting because my wind's just rolling down the hill with the cold temperature, but he's happy sitting there. Hard to tell from this angle, but it does look like a young buck. Just with the initial look at him, I'd say he's just a really nice young buck. Probably best to be left alone, I think. It's really actually quite hard to tell looking down on his hooks. Oh, hang on. Maybe very similar to Stephen's one yesterday. No, he's having a scratch, he's not worried. Oh, he's a nice young buck. Real nice.
It's quite big though.
I think he's having a yawn. You have a look now.
It's got some length.
Pretty weak in the hooks.
Oh, but he'd be 8.
I'm not going to shoot him. Still squats to pee, it might be a doe.
Could be like you. He seems a bit on edge.
No.
Oh no, he's coming out his pizzle.
Yeah. Just a real nice young buck.
Yeah,
You give
yeah.
him another couple of years.
Good representative there.
He'd be a primo one. That was a pretty cool wee encounter. A real nice young buck. He could be scraping 9 inches, but it's not what I'm after, and it's just really cool to see him with that sort of potential. Just laying out in the open. He just winded us now. We had a wee puff of wind come over our shoulder and he buggered off, but yeah, really cool. Quite enjoy seeing that. I'll keep moving. So just cruising up the creek here, come a wee way up, and I've just bumped into some quite a good mob of shabby. I think maybe 7 or 8 of them. Looks like does and young ones, but they all look, you know, nice, beautiful animals, good condition. So they've seen me, but they haven't spooked. 3 have run straight down towards me, and I don't know where they've gone. But I'll try and get some photos and stuff if I can. But it's just a bit tricky getting spotted out in the steep stuff and putting the phone on it. But we'll have a go. There's the bow underneath it. 15 metres. I got no idea what I am. How bloody cool. Nice wee buck, that one. Still quite immature, but got good bases on him. That's awesome. Here wee fella. Hunter's dream. And I'm standing there like that, about 12 metres away. Shit, that was a bloody cool encounter. Well, especially that young buck came within about 7 or 8 metres, and I actually took photos rather than taking a video, so I'll throw a still shot on just now on the video. I don't know where the rest of them are gone, but he came right in so close and then just couldn't work it out. I was in full view of him, standing up straight and everything. It's just obviously never seen animals, but the battery's running really low and we've still got another day, so I'm going to have to get a bit skint on the video and carry on up this creek, see what I can see if I can find a big buck or something, and then mooch back out later on. Go on. Just found this other respectable buck here. He's not bad, he's on that 9-inch mark as well, but good heavy bases and not bad hooks. He's got that summer head skin that I want though. That's what's interesting me, but I will see. I'll probably pass up on him, I'd say. But I'll just keep looking. He's spooked by something that's not me, so he keeps looking down and across the valley. There might be something else over there, so we'll go have a look. We've just parked up in the tops here. Day's getting on now. Clag's coming and going, and I sort of got to a point where can't get much further with this big hunk of ice in my creek, but I've sort of made it up into some cool country. Having a good look in these tops here and seeing a lot of chamois. Yeah, don't have the gear, and Bloody North Island, bloody Hobbit, can't really get up that sort of country. Yeah, so I'll just keep having another look for another 10 minutes and then I might pot it on back down the creek, catch up with Stephen. Bloody cool seeing all these animals though, real cool. I've just climbed my way right up into the tops, but I'm sort of battling in between bloody fog and clearing and that sort of thing, but I've seen a shitload of chamois. There's just a lot of does and juveniles and young bucks, and yeah, I haven't seen any real monster bucks yet, not like that one this morning, but still bloody cool seeing them. And this guy here, he's hanging out with another one of his young mates, having a good feed. They're bloody cool animals to watch. Bloody sit here and watch them all day. Steeper than it looks. It's just started raining pretty good. This is probably the worst rain we've had on the trip, but we found a nice little dry spot under this rock here. Gonna hopefully set it out. It might just pass through, but and some pretty cool scenery. I don't know where you can see, but awesome wee waterfall and main river. Pretty special spot right in the old west coast. I just made it back to camp. We're absolutely soaked to the bone. It's been pissing down for the last probably 3 hours as we come downstream back here. Quite a productive night away though. We've seen probably there might be 30 chamois or so, maybe even more, with some good animals and that real absolute ripper buck that I saw that I just wasn't confident enough in pulling off the long shot. I think it was 386 and real awkward position, but I guess that's what happens when you aren't a long range shooter. So yeah, we're back camp, found some double browns in the river. Just going to chill out here for a bit, have a bit of a feed, and then we might go and watch a few slips for the evening and then see what tomorrow brings. Well, the weather's settled for now, so hopefully we'll stay dry. Bloody ripper. So it's the morning of the last day. We've got the chopper coming at 2 to pick us up, but we're up for one last hunt this morning. Steve and I have split up. He's gone up another side creek and I'm going to go up a different one just for a bit of a nosy. Yeah, so we should hopefully get onto a few animals for a look around. Unfortunately my dad hat's a bit wet from yesterday, so you're going to put up with my big shiny solar panels there. Doesn't get too sunny, the glare shouldn't get too bad, so yeah, we'll go for a nosy, see what we can see. I'm on using Stephen's phone now because mine's gone flat, so we're not going to be able to get any animal footage through the spotting scope. We'll just have to see if we get nice and close. Very good. So I've just climbed quite a long way up this creek here. I'm just sitting here watching some real primo faces. Wind's still coming down nicely. I'm quite surprised I haven't seen anything because last time I was on this face there was a lot of chamois all over it, but got the time right, the wind right. It's just a matter of time, I suppose. Something might pop out. So I might probably just sit here for another half an hour or something and see what happens, and then if not I'll go back up the creek further. Just spotted a doe with horn rot on the opposing face in the sun. I was hoping it was going to be a buck so I could get a head skin, but not really that keen on this. I'll try and show you through the spotter. bit rubbish trying to do that without a attachment. Looks like a really old doe, just horn rotted out. Fortunately it's not a buck, she's got a ratty head skin anyway. Oh, I've pushed right up this creek that I'm in. I don't think I really want to go any further. It doesn't look like there's much else happening up here in regards to slips. And that just goes into big vertical stuff up into the tops. But while I'm at it, I wanted to touch on the long range shooting thing. Yesterday I got the opportunity at a buck that was 364 away from me. I think my rangefinder does true ballistic range, and I decided not to take the shot. You know, a lot of people will probably scoff at that and, you know, call that an easy shot, easy win, you know, really good trophy, blah blah blah. But I've never claimed to be a long range shooter, and I probably never will be. And that's my own choice. I just don't really believe in it. My style of hunting, I like yeah, up close, personal type hunting, getting close to animals and that sort of thing. And I just feel like there's too much of a margin for error for a lot of that long range stuff. Yeah, that was a really steep uphill shot. Every chance of wounding the animal, and if I wounded it in that sort of country, would never ever have found it. So, you know, my choice. I just feel like there's too many guys out there these days that are pulling off these bloody 500, 600, 700 metre shots and, you know, claiming it, but you know, a lot of them don't show the misses that they have and the wounded animals that they have also. There's too much can go wrong, I think, and yeah, with all these guys pulling off these long shots, it's creating this culture with young fellas that are just getting into hunting to go out and buy a 7mm Magnum or a 300 Wisdom or something, and think they can pull off these horrendously long shots when, you know, these young guys that are getting into hunting should be learning the basics, should be learning to bush stalk, or, you know, get in close to animals, and that's how you really learn, rather than trying to pull off these big long shots and have cock-ups. Yeah, it's just a wee bit of a rant I wanted to have. I know that a few people would have been surprised at me not taking that shot. That buck was probably, oh, it would have easily been over 10 inches that I saw yesterday. Yeah, it could have easily been 10 and a half, probably bigger than anything I've shot, so my choice. But that's just how I feel. Be interested to know some of your thoughts on it. It's quite hard to tell how steep this is. I've got the phone almost on the ground, touching the ground, looking up behind me. Those are huge big pinnacles behind me. Really big steep country. Beautiful chamois country though, so I love it in here. But if I sort of turn around and, oh, a bit hard to tell, you can see there's no bloody massive dome in that screen, but yeah, she drops right down steep again. Quite nice going climbing up these creeks though, but I've pretty much come as far as I need to. I don't think there's any more slips or anything up here to look at, so I might just toddle on back down to the main river, have a bit of a nosy as I go, take some photos. But it's been bloody good. We're getting a bit of glare now. Well, that pretty much brings our trip to an end anyway. We've had a good time, ticked the box of Stephen getting a trophy for the wall. I wasn't able to get anything, but that's alright. We looked at lots of animals, saw some really good potential animals, good bucks. Yeah, no, never disappointed in here. Yeah, no shortage of animals, so no, bloody good, another good trip. And we should have the chopper here in about, oh no, probably about an hour. And then it's home time. Bloody good.
Yeah, managed to slap him over my first tar. Absolutely wrapped.
First chamois, bro.
Fuck that up.